So every time we jump, it causes a car to fall. Scripting your funny ideas. So in my Discord server, I asked everyone to give me ideas that I should script, right? Funny ideas that I should script. Now, yeah, this is inspired from the Dead King, but I will be adding a twist. I mean, the only twist is I'm gonna be showing you how exactly I scripted, but pretty briefly. Now, this is gonna be like a series, so this is gonna be the part 1. Of course, I can add more, but make sure you join our Discord server so you can actually have your idea in one of those videos. Script: each time you jump, make a car fall from the sky and explode. Right now, we're in this game. Oh, look at the studs. This is really bad quality. Whatever. Oh, as you can see, oh, what the hell? Already start falling. So every time we jump, it causes a car to fall from the sky. There's no actually sound to this, but you get the idea. Actually, we should probably add a sound, like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. So as you can see, the cars are falling, and you pretty much jump infinitely, and then cars will just start falling, and it'll cause the game to pretty much lag bad. Maybe just add some like explosion sound effects, and this game is perfect, honestly. So for the car game, how did I script this? Now I think it was actually in starter character scripts. So I made a script in the starter character scripts. And basically what it does is every time it detects a jump, so get properties change signal. So because humanoid, so you obviously got the humanoid from the character, and there's a property inside the human called jump. So every time a player jumps, this property will be enabled, will be true, right? So what we want to do is want to get property change signal. We want to detect whenever this property is set to true, which basically means whenever the player is jumping. We connect this to a function. So if human.jump is true, meaning the player is jumping currently, this is a print statement, and then we get a random car from this folder right here. So we have like 3 different cars. You can add more if you want. So what we did, we clone a random car, we parent it to workspace, we set the primary part C-frame because it's a model. You have to set the position from the primary part, and then we just add like a random position, like corresponding to the base plate. So like basically the position I know this is kind of confusing, it's all like mathy stuff, but basically we set a random position from the X side, from the X axis of the base plate, and the Z axis basically, and then like 100 meters, or not 100 meters, but 100 studs in the air. So base plate that position at X minus base plate that size that X divided by 2, and then base plate that position that X plus base plate that size that X divided by 2. That's for the X axis, and for this is just the Y. So 100 studs in the air, and then math.random base plate dot position dot Z minus base plate dot size dot Z divided by 2, and then base plate dot position dot Z plus base plate dot size dot Z dot 2, and then it's a random interval from between these two intervals, or these two bounds. Okay, so then wait 1.2 seconds. We make an explosion. That's around the time that the car has hit the ground, and then we parent the explosion to the primary part, and then we do break joints for the random car, and all that does is really makes all the parts of the car like pretty much break parts of the car to deassemble. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty simple. Not too simple. It did take me a while to actually make this because I was not really used to that stuff. But yeah, that's the car game. Second idea, someone wants you to make a game where every time you take a step, you have to pay 1,000 Robux. Now I think I actually made this 100 Robux instead because I forgot the price, but it's the same idea. So we're gonna play this. So right now we're gonna test play this. So every time we walk, so like if we walk for 1 second, it prompts us to walk 1 more step. We buy it again. Well, it's not kind of 1 step, it's kind of like a couple steps, like 2-3 steps, but you kind of get the idea. So how exactly did I script this? I made a player added event, character added. We get the humanoid, and whenever it's running, so basically detects whenever the player is running, and which is basically like when it's walking, like when you press the W, A, or D button, it detects when it's running. It's considered running at that point, but we wait like a fraction of a second. If the move direction is the magnitude of the move direction is greater than 0, because sometimes it also detects running even though the player is standing still. It's kind of weird, but we still have to make that if statement. Then we set the walk speed of the humanoid to 0. We don't want the player to walk anymore. And then we prompt the purchase. And then this is obviously a dev product, so we actually made a dev product in here. And what we did, monetization, was add a one step dev product. And so to detect if the dev product had been purchased, we check, and then we set the humanoid's walk speed back to normal. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we just keep on doing this again and again. So if you're not running, connect, wait, and then move walk speed that equals 0, and then prompt again. So it's pretty much looping, not really looping, but like it's starting over and over. And that's pretty much it. Pretty simple script. You can make, I don't know how much money you can really make from this. It's gonna be funny, but what we can do is actually, we don't really have time for that, but it is what it is. If you say this game is not scary and an NPC comes to you and says probably yes, and then jump scares come to you, whatever that means. So basically, whenever you say this game is not scary, there will be an NPC that says probably yes, and he will scare the living hell out of you. So right now I made this game. Let's copy this and let's see how this game goes. So this is actually from our camera shake tutorial, but no spoilers. So we're in this game. It doesn't look like a scary game. So let's say this game's not scary. This game is not scary. Ooh, what is this? This is me. Oh, okay, that was actually kind of scary for a sec. I almost had a heart attack. But yeah, that's the game, and that's pretty scary. As I said before, it was actually from my camera shake tutorial. So right here, let's see. In our server script service, we get the player added event, character added. Let's see. So we detect when the player has chatted. If the message right here, so player chatted connect, and this is the message of the player. So this is the chat where the player says. So if the message equals to this game is not scary, then we make a function, or not really function, we just do stuff here. Basically, we make a reactive metal clone, we wait 5 seconds, we kind of rotate it, so get primary part C frame. This is all like tweening stuff. So we make a tween, which is a C frame value. We also set it to the reactive metal clone's primary part C frame. And then what we did is really rotate it. So we did C frame.angles math.red 180. So we make it kind of like tween. You know how the NPC was kind of rotating around and then facing me, right? That's kind of the tween. And then we wait for a second, and then we tween the NPC reactive metal. We tween it into us very fast, and that triggers the jump scare. And the jump scare is actually a part of the actual NPC. So it's a script inside the NPC. Let's see, reactive metal 2. It's not here. Animate. Wait, no. I think it's inside humanoid root part or hitbox. Hitbox. Put the script inside hitbox. And this is actually from my camera shake tutorial. So if you haven't watched my jump scare tutorial, all of this is explained in my jump scare tutorial. So be sure to check that out. So basically, if it touches the player, check the cooldown. If humanoid health is greater than 0, we fire the remote event for the jump scare. And the jump scare right here is in this local script. We do all this stuff. Again, I explained this in my jump scare tutorial, so be sure to check that out if you don't know. A local suggested that we make a game whenever someone says active metal in chat, it shows a gravestone with active metal on it. Rest in peace to old channel. Yeah, so active metal, if you don't know, this was actually my old gaming channel. I don't upload on it anymore, so it is kind of a funny idea. And I didn't make this is probably like my the most I had fun with. So this is my favorite idea right now. So let's actually play this game. Let's see how this game goes. Rest in peace, active metal. It's the description says say active metal in the game. So let's see how it will look like. So let's say active metal. Ooh, this is emotional. Active metal. Active metal was a great YouTuber. May he rest in peace. 2016 to 2021. So let's have a moment of silence for him. Oh, but you get the idea, right? Anyways, how did I make this game? Okay, so we detect when the player chats active metal, and we fire this client. When we fire the client, this is mostly a local script thing, so we make some tween infos. This is for the camera. The first one is for the, this one is for the grave. So when it moves up, when it comes from the ground, this is for the camera. We get tween service. This is just some random stuff, so like darken the lighting, stop the fog, fade out. Just for like the lighting and stuff like that. So this is the actual on client event. So first we get the human root power. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, okay. So we clone a grave right here, this silver grave right here in replicated storage. We set it. We set the grave in front of the player's humanoid root part. So wherever the player is facing, we set it in front of it and facing forward. All right, we face the grave forward towards the player, and then we make some tweens. So we tween the what do we tween? Yeah, we tween the grave clone up, so it looks like it's rising from the ground, as you can see. As you saw, I should say. And so yeah, we tween the grave from the ground, and then it moves up. And then we change the camera cut of the current camera to scriptable, so we can actually manipulate the camera. We make a camera tween, so we change the camera, we tween the camera. We use the tween info 1. This is gonna last like 10 seconds right here. Tween info 1. Easing style sign and easing direction in out, so it's kind of like fading in, then fading out, or like slowing, or the acceleration is slow, then fast, and then it ends slow, right? So slow, fast, slow, basically. And then the C-frame of the camera will be the camera part that I put inside this grave right here. So this is the grave right here. This is the, okay, I did wield it. I don't think it was necessary to wield it, but this is the camera part right here. It's gonna face like this. And then yeah, it's gonna like face forward to the gravestone. And then we just added a bit on the y-axis, because for some reason when I did the C-frame, the camera was kind of below for some reason. I don't know, so I had to add a bit just so it faces like perfectly to the stone. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, so you play the song. This is the camera twins. Play the song. We darken the lighting. We start the fog. We wait until it's finished, and then we fade out. I didn't actually show you this. And then we pick the player. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah, that's the last idea for this video. Okay, this was kind of like the longest I've ever spent. Like this idea was the longest I've actually spent. Longest idea I've ever. This is like my first video making something like this. I hope you enjoyed though. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely be sure to like and subscribe for more. I am looking forward to making more ideas, more videos like this one where I script your funny ideas, like the Dev King. But this is more educational because I show you exactly how I script, so it's pretty cool. Join my Discord server if you want your idea to be in a video. Of course, it has to be a good idea. I mean, I have lots of ideas. A lot of people did suggest some ideas, but a lot of them were pretty trash, so I didn't obviously put them in the video. But yeah, if you want more, definitely be sure to join our Discord server, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed this funny video.